Our first topic is the world on the brink. Folks, the world is teetering on the edge of a knife. Iran's missile cities are primed and ready. Trump's making predictions, and global tensions are at an all-time high, but that's just the beginning. We're about to dive into a web of international intrigue that will make your head spin. And as the world braces for potential conflict, it's crucial to protect your wealth. Gold prices have surpassed $2,400 an ounce, reflecting global uncertainty. And just as nations are securing their assets, you need to safeguard yours. Global Gold Investments offers a 5-year IRA fee waiver program and expert guidance. Call that number on the screen, 888-700-4148, or visit IRAGoldproof.com. The link's down below. Mention Next News for VIP treatment. Don't let global chaos threaten your financial future. Act now. So let's jump into the feed. There is so much happening, and it's waking up to this. Holy cow, my friends. First, I want to get right to the Trump prediction. This just happened at Mar-a-Lago. Let's go ahead and play this because it's pretty remarkable.
Getting along with these people is really getting along with the foreign leaders. If you're smart, our country is safe. If you're stupid, and that's a problem. We have stupid people there now, and those people are very dangerous right now. Right now, you know, I'm hearing there's going to be an attack tonight by Iran of Israel. They're going to be attacked tonight. I'm telling you right now. I hear it just through the same waves. There's no top secret information or anything.
Right.
But I hear that Israel's going to be attacked tonight. If I were president, nobody would even be talking about that word because it wouldn't happen 100%. And it's so, but when you have Pelosi and when you have Schiff and you have all these people, I mean, when you have people like Schumer, you have all these people. These people are a danger to our country. And they get a guy like Biden in. He's just a vessel. He has no idea where the hell he is. He's their perfect vessel because he'll do anything that they want him to do.
Right.
So we really have dangers getting along with these people.
Yes, we actually, dangerous territory that we are in right now, of course. The Biden administration is asleep at the wheel. Now, our next story here, we're finding out 2 rockets have hit the Al-Assad Air Base in Iraq, housing U.S. troops. The U.S. military has approximately 2,500 troops in Iraq. The last time a similar incident occurred, the U.S. responded days later. Now, the world is bracing for a looming conflict. Let's take a look at what Fox is reporting right now.
I'm Bill Hemmer in today for Martha, and welcome to the story. Moments ago, 2 rockets reportedly fired at a base in Iraq that houses U.S. troops. That's according to Reuters. The United States military now about 2,500 forces in the country of Iraq. And the last time this happened, the U.S. responded several days later. Now, that's happening as President Biden meets with his national security team in the White House Situation Room, and the U.S. reportedly warning allies Iran could attack Israel as soon as today. Now, Iran's threatening to retaliate for the killing of a Hamas leader in Tehran last week, and that was one daring mission. Now the Pentagon sending more warships and more fighter jets to the Mideast to help protect American forces and ultimately to defend Israel yet again. We have 2 retired generals standing by, former U.S. CENTCOM Commander Joseph Votel and former NATO Supreme Allied Commander Philip Breedlove. But first, let's go to the region, Tel Aviv, and our correspondent Alex Hogan for the latest at this moment. Alex, good evening there in Tel Aviv.
Hi, good evening, Bill. Good afternoon to you. So we're following the breaking news about these 2 rockets fired at the Ain al-Assad air base in Iraq that houses some U.S. forces. We'll continue to follow that. But here in the region, a lot of tension as the country, as the whole Middle East is bracing for what could be an Iranian attack. A lot of questions as to specifically when that would take place. But Iran answering some of those questions by saying that it will happen and it will be severe. But let's take a look at this. This is the U.S. force in the Middle East, the current U.S. Navy assets as Washington ramps up its military might to support Israel's defense. Now, today, U.S. General Michael Kurilla, he's here in Israel meeting with the country's chief of the general staff, talking security and talking strategy. And President Biden today just talked with Jordan's King Abdullah in efforts to decrease some of the rising tensions here in the region, as the State Department today says it does not believe that this conflict is inevitable, but it will prepare for all possibilities.
We're at a critical moment for the region.
and it is important that all parties take steps over the coming days to refrain from escalation and calm tensions.
So we have seen days of escalation on Israel's northern front between the IDF and Hezbollah as countries around the world are urging their citizens to leave Lebanon. At the same time, the world is delivering medical aid. The world food and infrastructure is delivering 32 tons of aid, specifically trauma kits and things like that, that they can prepare to have hospitals fully staffed for any potential tension that boils out. So here.
Okay, so this is continuing to happen, folks. This is all breaking news. Now, Mario Nawal, the attack on the U.S. base in Iraq, injuries have been reported. Several U.S. personnel injured in a suspected rocket attack on Al-Assad Air Base near Baghdad, the base located in Iraq's Al-Anbar province, previously targeted in January of 2020 when Iranian ballistic missiles caused traumatic brain injuries to over 100 soldiers, according to Reuters. So this is all happening right now as we speak. Now, as you just heard in that report, this is a tweet from the Iran military. We strongly advise all non-Palestinian individuals to immediately leave the occupied territories for their safety, securing any available tickets and using any means necessary. This is all happening right now. Now, again, this is 3 hours ago. U.S. Civil Defense News. U.S. forces under attack. America's Al-Assad base has come under direct attack, according to reports by pro-Iranian forces. Now, this is what's also interesting. Russia announcing full cooperation with Iran against Israel. Now, if you are a student of Bible scholar, the hook in the jaw is often referred to as Iran and Russia and their connection. So now we're seeing Russia announcing full cooperation. Over the weekend, we also noticed that there was a lot of military transports coming from Russia that were being flown in, and these specific transports were designed to house military weaponry. Now, Laura Loomer also reporting that Joe Biden, as you heard in the Situation Room meeting with his national security team discussing the developments, and of course, she noted also 9 hours ago that as the stock market is crashing, we're about to see Iran possibly use a nuclear weapon, and this is Joe Biden's schedule. And when you take a look at the schedule, it's pretty embarrassing for the president of the United States. 10 a.m., the president receives his daily brief. At 10 a.m., as all hell is breaking loose across the world and in the markets, Biden getting a briefing at 10 a.m. This is an embarrassment. 11 a.m., President speaking with King Abdullah of Jordan, closed press. 11:15, out-of-town pool call time. 12 p.m., in-town pool call time. 1:10, President and the First Lady depart Wilmington, Delaware. So they're not even in Washington. They're on vacation. Unreal. 2:00 p.m., President and First Lady arrive at the White House. On the South Lawn, open press gathering 1:45 and the Palm Room doors. Yeah, I'm sure that Joe Biden's going to be answering a lot of questions there. 2:15, the president convenes his national security team in the Situation Room to discuss developments in the Middle East. Really? From 10 o'clock until 2:15, hours after all of this is going down, that's when he is going to address his national security team? They are out to lunch, my friends. Out to lunch. Continuing to roll through the feeds here. Okay, now this is also U.S. Civil Defense. All ceasefire talks and negotiations are officially dead as this massive regional war gets started. This is all happening right now. Trump reveals there will be an attack on Iran tonight, on Israel tonight by Iran. We just saw that. And here is Iran's attack. We just go through the feeds. We're trying to find as much information as possible. Iran attack can begin within the next 24 hours. Iran missile cities. This is interesting. Iranian missile cities of varying ranges are ready to be launched from underground bases. One supreme leader, Ayatollah al-Khamenei, orders to do so. Iran created these missile bases in all the provinces and cities throughout the country. So if that happens, you know that there's going to be counterstrikes. This could be the Israeli reaction to this could be absolutely devastating. U.S. Civil Defense News. A massive regional war is about to begin. Israel has the full support of the United States, and the U.S. has committed to defending Israel at all costs. Russia is now supporting Iran and helping Tehran prepare for the defense of the nation. The battle is about to begin. Again, World War III is tomorrow, which is today. This tweet was posted today. D-Day for Iran. Israeli intelligence agency preparing underground bunkers for Israeli government in Jerusalem in preparation for a massive imminent attack by Iran. Iran Spectator, another. Iran attack imminent within 24 to 42 hours. This was posted 18 hours ago. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told the G7 counterparts that Iran will launch the attack on Israel in the next 24 to 48 hours. This is according to Iran Spectator. Blinken has made this known. Now, as all this is happening, there is so much unrest in the world. The Prime Minister of Bangladesh has been overthrown. And you can see people here celebrating in a coup in Bangladesh. They're reporting this is a big setback for India and the West. Also, Iran issuing a warning to airlines to alter their routes due to GPS disruptions. The changes impact areas in western, southwestern, southern, and central Iran, indicating that electronic warfare is actively underway. So when they tell everybody to reroute their flights, who knows what's going to be launched? Oh, and then this. North Korea deploying 250 missile launchers to the southern border. So now we could have a conflict in North Korea as well. You have the Bangladesh prime minister being overthrown, stock market going absolutely nuts, and this imminent attack on Israel. 5 hours ago, Russian general Sergei Shoigu, other high-level Russian military officers are coordinating the defense of Iran from the coming Israeli counterattack. Moscow has declared it will support Tehran in the coming war. Massive shipments of weapons have arrived from Russia. This is all happening in real time as you're watching this. Here we go. Jackson Hinkle, 4 hours ago. Russia meeting with Iran today. The U.S. is meeting with Israel. They are lining up on either side, and it's happening right now. Meanwhile, in the UK, it's absolutely going nuts. Riots in the United Kingdom. Here's Sky News abruptly cutting its live feed as a mob of migrants surround a reporter.
Speaking to the police as well because.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Fuck India!
But I think, apologies for the language you're hearing, but a sense of the anger I think you can hear there.
Yeah, Katie, I think Becky, I apologise. We need to leave you there, and Becky, we'll have security there, and we will leave that. And
so as tensions continue to rise in the Middle East, we're seeing its overflow into other parts of the world. Now, you can imagine all of this type of activity, like you just saw in the UK, happening in the United States. You know, millions of people have crossed the border illegally, and a lot of them on terror watch lists, a lot of them related to countries in the Middle East. Who knows if those individuals are going to be activated in a moment when Iran decides to attack Israel. Now, the health ranger, Mike Adams, he's reporting, if you think stocks are cratering now, just wait until Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz, sending energy prices skyrocketing globally. Food prices will explode. Businesses will be hit by mass bankruptcies. Russia will receive a windfall of energy profits. Most of Western Europe will be plunged into an economic dark age. Trillions of dollars in global assets will evaporate as global deleveraging runs its course. So this is happening right now, folks. So, if that doesn't wake you up to the realities of our world, I do not know what will. Okay, this is all breaking. We're going to continue to follow the story. Remember, staying informed is your best defense in these turbulent times. So keep your eyes open and your wits about you. We are not out of the woods yet.